Amy decided to go on a solo hike in the wilderness, but just as she was about to drive away, she discovered that her car door was blocked by the vehicle parked next to her. The driver of the other car quickly got out and asked Amy if she needed help. Curiously, despite the clear blue skies, the man was tightly gripping an umbrella in his hand. Naive Amy was completely unaware that a nightmare was quietly approaching. The next time Amy regained consciousness, she found herself tied up and tossed into the back seat. Realizing she had been kidnapped by a criminal, Amy noticed the perpetrator was focused on driving. She took out a small knife, intending to cut through her restraints. To distract the man, Amy asked if he was after money or something else. Only then did the man reveal his motive. It turned out that Amy closely resembled his deceased first love. To satisfy his own twisted desires, he decided to keep Amy captive. Just then, Amy finally cut through the zip ties. The two began to struggle, and in the next moment, the car crashed into a large tree. Amy tried to quietly escape, but the man grabbed her hair. They fought again, but at a critical moment, Amy grabbed the seatbelt and successfully choked her captor. Suddenly, the man pulled the seat adjustment lever and freed himself, grabbing Amy once more. Amy managed to get the knife and defend herself, keeping the man at bay. They both struggled out of the car. During a brief pause, Amy quickly cut the restraints on her feet, but just as she was about to make a run for it, the man was already behind her. Amy raised the knife to confront him, but to her surprise, the man wasn't afraid at all. Instead, he leered at her and kept closing in. He glanced at his watch and asked Amy if she was feeling unwell. Amy didn't know what the man had done to her, but then he pulled out a syringe from his pocket. It turned out he had already injected Amy with a muscle relaxant, telling her that in just a few minutes, her legs would start to go numb. Within 15 minutes, she would lose all feeling in her legs, gradually becoming completely paralyzed, unable to even speak. Upon hearing this, Amy panicked and fled into the forest. Just as the man had said, it wasn't long before the relaxant began to take effect. Amy's fingers were already starting to disobey her. The man calmly followed, advising Amy not to resist in vain and to obediently submit to him. Determined not to fall into the beast's clutches, Amy had no choice but to keep running. But as time ticked by, Amy's legs also began to go numb, and the drug's effects made it difficult for her to walk. To shake off this deranged man, Amy could only drag her numbing legs and slowly escape. As the drug continued to take hold, at the end of her rope, Amy could only hide inside a hollow dead tree. The twisted man was right behind her. Amy curled up, holding her breath. Luckily, the man didn't notice Amy under the tree and turned to search elsewhere. Amy held her breath, not daring to make a sound. Little did she know, she had already intruded into an ant colony's territory.